down in Trinidad and Tobago. So we got our hands on some important information, and the latest polls that were going around didn't get the number of seats that the UNC was projected to win, but there's some important information that we got, basically stating that the UNC is poised to win the next elections in Trinidad and Tobago. And as always, guys, I depend on you down there to leave your comments in the section below, why you may think that could happen or why you may think that cannot happen. So give your opinions, share the video around. I need to get as much feedback as possible. But let's get into the information that we picked up. I want to start with one of the things that they had mentioned here in the strong candidate selection. One of the most crucial elements they're saying in the UNC strategy is its careful selection of candidates this time around for this election. And that the party, of course, has declared a diverse slate of 39 nominees, and they're ready to contest various constituencies. And they're saying that the list includes seasoned politicians and new faces, which can appeal to a broad spectrum of voters. So that was one of the first things that the poll picked up on when they're doing it. Let's get to number two. What it said, they speak of example of candidate diversity, and they were saying the list of candidates the UNC has nominated individuals such as John Michael Alipokos in San Fernando East and Dr. Natalie Maharaj in Aruca, the point. And of course, these candidates, they're saying, not only possess strong professional qualification but also have established connections with their communities, which could be advantageous in galvanizing local support. So that's something coming out from the poll. So when they talk to people, they get a sense that the UNC is running a grassroots campaign per se. All right. I would talk about people like Roger Alexander, which is a great addition to the team, I think. And so you can leave your comments in the section below, okay? Now let's go on to the third thing that the poll found out. They were addressing key issues much better. And what the poll is saying, that the UNC has strategically focused on addressing pressing issues that resonate with the voters, particularly crime and economic challenges. Public safety has been a significant concern for Trinidadians, and the UNC has positioned itself as a party that prioritizes anti-crime measures. And during recent town hall meetings, including one held in Shiguanas, Kamala Persad-Bessese emphasized the party's commitment to tackling crime through comprehensive policy reforms. And the public sentiment on crime, while they're saying the polling data and the public sentiment indicate that crime is a top issue for voters. By aligning its platform with the concerns of the electorate, the UNC is effectively tapping into prevailing mood of frustration and desire for change. And this approach not only positions the party as responsive to citizens' needs, but also contrasts with its opposition, potentially swaying undecided voters. This is what the polling is indicating. So they're on the right track based on what the polling is saying in terms of voter sentiments towards the crime situation. They are addressing it more head-on than the PNM. This is what the poll is actually stating. Another factor that is coming into play, they're saying, is that in the last local government election, people would have remembered that United National Congress won the popular vote by an impressive margin. If you remember, the preliminary results released by the Elections and Boundaries Commission indicated at the time that the UNC had received 173,000 votes in the local government election, while the PNM had got 130. The UNC had received over 40,000 more votes than the PNM. And they were saying that this margin was remarkable given the fact that the UNC contested 110 seats while the PNM contested all 141 seats. That's very, very, very impressive and something to note. So there's all these factors building in to the campaign that's for the election on April 28th, I think. But guys, leave your comments in the section below. I really, really want to hear from you on this one here. I think it's going to be really, really interesting. One of the things I noticed on the documents that we got our hands on was that very team that the UNC is using, when UNC win, everybody wins, resonating with the public, even with people who support the PNM. That's very, very interesting to know. But this is the last map that we saw in 2020, I believe, 22 to 19. This was how it looked in the last election. That's a very, very interesting map going on right there. Very, very interesting map. So guys, remember to leave your comments in the section below. Like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what are your thoughts on this one. As always, I know I always love to hear from you. All right.